Inconsistently consistent.
Hello, and welcome back to Inconsistently Consistent, the podcast where we like to suffer. I'm one of your hosts, Melanie.
I'm your other host, Rachel, who is... Oh my God, that was a perfect time for my brain to stop working. My brain's not working very well today. I'm tired. I was up last night playing D&D, and I was up a little later than normal because we did the wedding one-shot for my character. Mm-hmm. Hi. Mm-hmm. I'm on my third coffee of the day, but I got a latte.
Yeah, and we are joined by the lovely, the fabulous, the luscious Lexi.
The luxurious Lexi once again.
I'm back.
Hey. It's been so long, only like a few days since you recorded the other one. But when I found this, I found a post on Instagram. This is where the idea comes from. Mm-hmm. And it was like a bunch of really bad sex scenes in books. And I was cracking up laughing. So I had to force Lexi and Rachel to also read it. And then I just had the thought, why don't we do this on the podcast? And Rachel agreed, mm-hmm. Which she may regret.
Yeah.
Only time will tell.
We'll see. So we've both, the three of us, have found some terrible sex scenes because apparently people don't know how to write sex scenes very well. But yeah, this is appropriate to come after our discussion of Service, where there was a lack of sex scenes.
Yes. And all four of those books, I found the sex scenes, mm-hmm. They weren't good. They weren't like, ooh, sexy sex scenes. They were like, mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they don't get as bad as these ones.
Oh my gosh, no.
That I've seen so far. Because we've all collected some sex scenes to read.
Yes.
And torture each other.
Yeah. So I'm going to see if I can find some like royalty-free sexy music to put over when we read these.
That would be amazing.
To make it even more like get everybody in the mood, you know?
Mm-hmm. Really just get in the moment of it, you know?
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Yeah. I'm trying to find the one that I first had this idea for, and I know it's on one of these sites I have up here.
So the one that you sent it for...
Oh, I got it.
Okay. All right.
Okay. So this is the one, it was the winner of the Literary Review's Bad Sex in Fiction Award from 2015, and it really pissed off that writer about it. Mm-hmm. So it's from the book List of the Lost by Morrissey. So here it is. Prepare thyself. At this, Eliza and Ezra rolled together into the one giggling snowball of full-figured copulation, screaming and shouting as they playfully bit and pulled at each other in a dangerous and clamorous roller coaster coil of sexually violent rotation. Eliza's breasts barrel rolled across Ezra's howling mouth, and the pain frenzy of his bulbous salutation, extenuating his excitement as it whacked and smacked its way into every muscle of Eliza's body except for the otherwise central zone. And that was one sentence.
It was.
That's a lot of words.
It was.
I almost had to get a puffer in the middle of that. Mm-hmm. Yes. So the fact that the penis is whacking and smacking every muscle in her body except her vagina is very interesting to me. I don't understand if this man knows how sex works.
I don't think he does, to be honest.
Morrissey is confirmed as a virgin who's never watched porn. has no idea what sex is.
Yeah.
Also, have either of you experienced barrel rolling breasts? Because I have not. And I've been the owner of breasts for quite some many years now.
You know, I can't say I have as an owner of breasts for many, many years. I might have never done a barrel roll.
Mine can't.
I don't know if breasts can barrel roll.
I think I would be very concerned because, like, if anyone knows what a barrel roll is, I don't know how this part of the body would do. I'm doing hand gestures and I've got my curtains open, so whoever walks by is going to just see me. I don't know how something attached to you can do a barrel roll because that involves like twisting in a 360.
Yeah.
And boobs can't do that.
No, they cannot.
They're detachable in this scenario, I guess.
She got them cyborg titties that you can just take off.
Or is she fully barrel rolling? Did she just roll down him?
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She heard stop, drop, and roll and thought it was sexual. And in that sense, and also his mouth is howling.
So he's a wolf.
Mm-hmm. He's an alpha.
Ooh, ooh, as she rolls by.
He's like, ooh.
Maybe he's just like amazed at the barrel rolling.
I mean, I would listen. If anybody's titties can barrel roll, like, I'm very amazed.
Yeah. Also, I've never heard a penis.
A penis? This is off to a great start. We're having a great time here, people.
A penis and a vajinjo. We're using child words now. No, I've never heard of a penis called a bulbous salutation.
Yeah, me neither. That's a weird sentence.
Yeah. Like, let's just call it a penis or a dick. There's many words, right?
Yeah.
I would have even accepted member because that shows up a lot in romance novels. Like, it's not good. Like,
it's better than bulbous.
It's better than a bulbous salutation. Like, yes, he has an erection. We get it. Stop howling about
just
it.
Say it.
And whacked and smacked.
That sounds dangerous.
Yeah.
I picture it just him just whacking her with his dick in all areas. Like, I'm gonna whack you in the elbow. I'm gonna whack you in the toe. And it's like, this is not sex. It's just, I don't know.
Yeah.
No. But that is the excerpt that started this idea for the podcast. So that's where we're starting.
Like I said, I just Googled bad sex scenes in books and I came across a Reddit thread from 9 years ago. So that is 2016. The first one is from a book called Rough and Ready. It doesn't give me the author.
Okay.
But this is an excerpt and it's just a phrasing of it. As Hilda's buttermilk bosoms squished up against his granite abs, Torloff almost had a dick aneurysm.
Oh my god.
That's dangerous. You should see a doctor.
That's what one of the comments says. Dick aneurysm sounds like a medical emergency.
Please call 911.
Yeah. It sounds like what a bulbous salutation turns into.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Was that all of it?
That's all of it, yeah.
Oh god, that's all it needed.
As soon as I saw dick aneurysm, I was like, oh boy.
Oh my god.
And now I'm wondering, what if a dick could have an aneurysm? What would it look like?
I don't think I want to know.
Okay, that's fair. That's valid.
I think it would be very horrific looking. They don't look very good anyway.
That's true.
Yeah. I think it would involve having to put caution tape around it.
Yeah.
Maybe a crime scene tape. Something like that. Don't go over here.
Yeah.
And editors looked at this.
Someone looked at these and said, yup.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is great. Let's publish it.
Yep.
I imagine there's an editor out there that read this and was like, yes, dick aneurysms get me.
He was like, I get dick aneurysms all the time.
Yes.
Oh my god. All right.
Give me that dick aneurysm right in my central zone.
All right, Lexi, what do you got for us?
So mine's from a book called Apples.
Mm-hmm.
Or From Apples, I'm not sure. By Richard Millward.
Okay.
This one was on my top like 4 that I thought were hilarious. She had on no knickers, and my heart went crash, bang, wallop, and my eyes popped out. She hadn't shaved, and her fanny looked like a tropical fish or a bit of old carpet. The bit of old carpet was, I thought, the best.
I wasn't ready for it. I was like, tropical fish.
I wasn't ready for any of that. How does something look like a tropical fish and an old carpet? Oh my god.
I don't know. I feel like the fish had to get moldy for that to be true. It's these kind of things that make people say, vagina smell like fish.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, it's this book.
So like, it's funny that tropical fish or old carpet makes his heart go crash bang wallop. Like any old carpet, any old fish.
Mm-hmm.
I saw a patch of old carpet yesterday. Woo!
Imagine you just see like a patch of old carpet. Send a picture. Thought of you. It's reminded me of you. Wink.
This one was my favorite.
Oh my god, ridiculous. Oh, it's back to me, isn't it?
Yeah, it is back to you.
Okay, this is a kind of a long one, but the middle of it is amazing. So.
Okay.
Buckle up, bitches.
Okay, so it's from a book called Katerina by James Frey.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently I think it won the Bad Sex in Fiction Award in 2018.
One of my favorite books.
You've never read this book?
No, I have not.
No.
All right.
She backed down so fast.
She did. She really did. She didn't commit to the bit.
Okay, I'm going to try to read this seriously, but I can't. Okay?
I won't look at you, I promise.
Serious face.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm hard and deep inside her, fucking her on the bathroom sink. Her tight little black dress still on her. I'm so sorry. Lexi is here, half covering her eyes, peeking through her fingers at me.
This is why we couldn't eat together as kids.
Back there. You didn't have to, like,
Okay.
peek through your fingers. Like,
Okay. I'm serious now.
Okay.
she put her sunglasses on.
Oh my god.
She's sabotaging me.
Okay.
We're at the tight little
Serious.
black dress. Okay.
This is serious.
Yep.
Tight little black dress still on, her thong on the floor, my pants at my knees, our eyes locked, our hearts and souls and bodies locked. Come inside me. Come inside me. Come inside me. Blinding, breathless, shaking, overwhelming, exploding white God, I come inside her, my cock throbbing. We're both moaning, eyes, hearts, souls, bodies. One, white God, come. I close my eyes, let out my breath, come. I lean against her, both breathing hard. I'm still inside her, smiling. She takes my hand, lifts them, and places them around her body. She puts her arms around me. We stay still and breathe. Hard inside her, quite warm and wet around me. We breathe. She gently pushes me away. We look into each other's eyes. She smiles. End of scene. Come. These should be hot, right? They should be like, damn. Not like,
What?
just run on sentences and sounds almost like it's halfway to Dr. Seuss
Mm-hmm.
in the phrasing. But just one white. And these are like one period, white period. Like they're one word sentences.
Yeah, that's what I figured. It was like one white come.
One white. God, come. I close my eyes, let out my breath, come.
Are you sure he came?
I don't know.
I don't know if he came. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I don't think he came.
It's so vague.
It really is.
Pretty vague. Oh my God.
I mean, I feel like he's not being direct enough.
I feel like it's a mystery.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is on Unsolved Mysteries.
Mhm.
I can't. Come. I can't read it in any other voich. But
No. Come now, dear.
One white god, come.
Come.
Red fish, two fish, whatever the fuck.
Oh my God.
I'm dying.
All right. I'm going to read the one that Melanie asked me to read.
Yes. This is one of my favorites. This is
from Fates and Furries by Lauren Groff.
Furries?
It's at Furies? Furries? Furies?
1 hour or 2 hours?
1 hour.
Okay, then Furies.
Furies.
Fates and Furries, way different book.
Fates and Furies. There's probably a Fate and Furries book out there. Anyways.
Probably.
By Lauren Groff. The party was loud. She pushed him back on the sandy tar paper, and he was looking up at her face in the glow, and she lifted her skirt and moved the crotch of her underwear aside. And Lotto, who was always ready, who was ready at the most abstract image of a girl, footprints of a sandpiper like a crotch, gallons of milk evoking boobs, was not ready at this oh so abrupt beginning. It didn't matter. Gwenny shoved him in, though she was dry.
Ew.
He shut his eyes and thought of mangoes, split papayas, fruits tart and sweet and dripping with juice. And then it was off, and he groaned, and his whole body turned sweet. ...
There was so much happening, but it also sounded very painful.
Yes.
I feel like I'm so glad we're using all the English language arts skills we learned in school.
Mm-hmm.
Like people say, "Oh, I learned stuff in school and I never use it." We're using it right now.
We are.
Yeah, we are.
These paragraphs.
Mm-hmm.
My mom would be so proud.
That's debatable. That's very debatable there, Melanie. I don't know if your mom would be proud of us.
She wouldn't. But, my mom was an English and history teacher, so I'm using the stuff she taught me here today.
My mom would be very ashamed.
My Bachelor of Arts in English has come to use, finally. Yeah, so I don't know about you, but papayas don't do anything for me.
No. No fruit does anything for me. There's not been one fruit or vegetable that I look up and I'm like,
I don't like fruits or vegetables. So.
Like, I don't look at, how some people are like, oh, people use cucumbers and bananas as, dildos or whatever because they're weird. Sorry, we listen and we don't judge on this podcast, but, we do kind of question. But I've never looked at one of them and been like, yes, that's going to turn me on so much.
Oh, yeah. Let me have those mangoes.
Let me look at them melons, baby girl.
Oh my god.
Ever seen a kiwi? I can't even look at them.
So what you're saying is you would not be able to work at a grocery store.
Oh, yeah.
Specifically the produce
Oh,
department.
this man would not be able to work at a grocery store. He'd see all the fruit and be like, duh!
Have you ever seen The Lonely Island's Jizz in My Pants?
Jizz in My Pants, yes.
I just expect that. in the
Yeah.
grocery store. Just this guy who's like trying to like stock shelves in the grocery store, who's just like, oh, the mangoes.
Yeah.
The bananas are overripe. Oh,
Oh, the bananas. Oh. That papaya is just, oh.
we're out of watermelon.
Oh my god. Oh my Jesus.
All right.
Okay.
That's what he says when he looks at the fruit. Lexi is, oh my Jesus.
I think that's a problem, that he's not getting aroused by having like basically foreplay with the woman, but then he's like, papayas. Damn.
He's like, ah.
Does he just picture like, you know the scene in Friends where Joey comes in with his head stuck in the turkey?
Mm-hmm.
Does he just picture she's on top of him, but her head is replaced by like some fruit?
Probably.
It's just a giant mango.
Yeah. Or I imagine it's the scene from American Pie where he's fucking the apple pie.
Yeah, Lexi just brought up the point that she was dry.
Yeah, that's painful.
Yeah. She wasn't thinking of enough mangoes, I think.
That's her problem. There's not enough fruit in her life.
Yeah, she should have thought about a whole fruit basket. Single fruits just don't do anything for me.
Yeah.
No. Damn.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think this was written by a man.
Do you know that fruit baskets are really expensive? Just throwing that out there, because I worked at a grocery store and they would do up fruit baskets and they were fucking insanely expensive.
How did you feel about the produce section?
It didn't bother me. I'm not insane.
You're completely neutral about the produce section.
Yeah. I didn't spend much time over there.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I saw a lot of produce every day of my life for 7 years.
You're desensitized.
Yeah.
I feel like this was written by a very disturbed man.
Yes.
Because I don't know any woman that would be like, you know what? I want to write a hot, sexy sex scene where the woman is fully dry.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
What? No. Okay. Who are we at? I think
Lexi.
It's Lexi's turn.
Mm-hmm.
So this one, again, top 4. This one was a little bit more stranger though, but the ending of it really cracked me up.
Okay.
So this one's from The Last Banquet by Jonathan Grimwood.
Mm-hmm.
In my mouth, the nipple turned from strawberry to deep raspberry, but the taste I wanted was missing. I had sweat and what had to be soap from washing her dress or herself. Reaching behind me, I found the brie and broke off a fragment, sucking her nipple through it. So he broke off a piece of brie's cheese, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's conveniently behind him while he's, doing this. And he breaks a piece off and does what he does.
Mm-hmm.
Like who writes that? Apparently Jonathan Grimwood does.
I've heard of wine and cheese. I haven't heard of nipples and cheese.
I'm also the description of the nipple.
Yeah.
Strawberry to raspberry. Excuse me?
Mm-hmm.
A flavor changing nipple?
Is this what the nipple tastes like? Are you talking about the color as you continue to suck on it? Like, I kind of need more context.
It wasn't the taste he wanted. He wanted to taste cheese, apparently. So
Cheesy nipples.
he's not into fruit like the other guy.
Also,
Cheesy nipples.
brie cheese is not a firm cheese. How does one... That's gonna be messy on the nipple. I'm just thinking logistics now.
Mm.
And was she okay with this?
Did he ask for cheese consent, or did he just...
But why was the cheese there? Or are they in the kitchen?
Did they have a charcuterie board with some leftover brie, and they started getting down and dirty, and he's like, yes, I still want to eat some of that brie. Mwah.
They were mid preparing for a dinner party. And then they're like, oh, yes, let me suck your nipple and the cheese.
Let me suck your nipple cheese. Yeah, it's quite.
Yeah. So he didn't like the taste of sweat and soap. He preferred the taste of cheese.
Preferred the taste of cheese. Interesting.
But also, is her nipple like an everlasting gobstopper that like changes flavors, Willy Wonka style? Because it's like it was what, strawberry to raspberry, and then soap, and then he was like, no, the next flavor should be cheese, not soap.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Just the ending really cracked me up.
Yeah, it's
like,
just,
where are you in the house that you conveniently have cheese next to you?
Are they in the house or are they in a grocery store sampling cheese?
Oh my God! This
Are they
is
at
the
Costco?
follow-up.
Are they at Costco doing this?
This is follow-up to Papaya Man.
This is Papaya Man's brother, Cheese Man.
The whole family. I bet they're like a family of grocers.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right? Like, I expect there's like a grocery empire that they've come from, right? And this is what's happened. They're just all unhealthily attached to food.
Mm-hmm.
One of these guys is really into meat, and I don't want to meet him.
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
Like, he's the one that's got people in their basement, I think.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess I will go next.
Mm-hmm.
Back to me.
Yep.
With,
this is how we're doing it. We're going Melanie, Rachel, Lexi.
You forgot your own name.
I did forget my own name. This tells you how much. I'm going to just briefly, this is how I know I'm tired. I looked at the time today earlier, and my brain was like, yes, it's almost 10 a.m., which means I have a half hour till the meeting with my boss. And then I looked at it again. It was actually only 9 a.m.
Oh, goodness.
And I was like, okay.
Yeah, your brain quit.
My brain quit. Yeah.
Okay. Keep your brain for this one.
All right.
The Office of Gardens and Ponds is the name of the book. It's by Didier Decoyne. I'm probably butchering the name.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Katsuro moaned as a bulge formed beneath the material of his kimono. A bulge that Mayuki seized, kneaded, massaged, squashed, and crushed. With the fondling, Katsuro's penis and testicles became one single mound that rolled around beneath the grip of her hand. Mayuki felt as though she was manipulating a small monkey that was curling up its paws. Is it?
I'm sorry, crushed?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot to unpack in this one.
Again, another painful one. What is happening?
Why are these people writing sex painfully? Like, why are we crushing penises and balls in one hand?
Mm-hmm. I don't know why she has to seize it, then knead it, then massage it, then squash it and crush it.
She had to knead it? Like bread?
Seized, kneaded, massaged, squashed, crushed. That's the order.
So she was making biscuits on his dick, basically.
Yeah. And trying to mold it into one thing, because in the next sentence, with the fondling, his penis and testicles became one single mound.
Because she's making a loaf of bread.
Yeah, she's
making some bread.
Exactly.
She's like, I want to get this bread.
But instead of then comparing it to bread, which you'd expect, the woman feels as though she was manipulating a small monkey that was curling up its paws. I don't get that. I don't know, but I feel like the next... Lexi's doing the hands of the monkey. I don't know. I don't understand. I don't get it.
I don't understand. I have so many questions that I know are not going to be answered, and personally, I don't want them answered at this point. Oh my god.
But just, I've heard many names for a penis, like many different slang words. I have never heard or had it referred to as a small monkey.
No, me neither.
Right? I don't know. I feel like I'm never gonna get that image out of my head, though, of just...
It really makes you wonder, though, like, what the rest of the book is like.
Yeah, it does.
Right?
But I have a theory that he's made of Play-Doh, and that she made a small monkey out of the dick Play-Doh.
Oh my.
That's all I got.
I hate it. hate it.
It's too much.
It's too much.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
This one's from Smilla's Sense of Snow by Peter Hogg. I'm just going to say, you're not ready for the ending of this.
Okay.
Standing in the middle of the bedroom, we take off each other's clothes. He has a light, fumbling brutality, which several times makes me think that this time it'll cost me my sanity. In our dawning, mutual intimacy, I induce him to open the little slit in the head of his penis so I can put my clitoris inside and fuck him.
What the fuck? You should have seen mine and Melanie's faces. It was like simultaneous, like, disgust face. No! No! What in the actual...
Okay, as soon as you said
It
open the slit at the head of his penis, I was like, oh no, she's gonna put something inside. She's gonna put something inside. I expected like an object.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't expect her clit. Also, how big is a clit to get in there?
Yeah, really though. I never even thought of that.
Yeah, and how do you open up enough to get it out enough to
What
like
does
stick it
I
in?
wonder if it sticks all the way out.
Does she got a long clit? She got an abnormally long clit? Like,
a 5-inch clit, Jesus.
yo, what's your clit size, baby?
Well, I mean, she might have to do that.
I mean, I know there's like a lot of the clit is not exposed, like it's very long
Mm-hmm.
underneath the skin from the biological angle, but like
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't come out.
No, it's not like a penis where it like, yeah,
I want to know if this is possible, but I'm afraid to Google.
God, don't do it.
I'm not gonna do it.
Don't.
I'm not gonna do it.
She's definitely going to do it.
I'm not gonna do it. I'm not. I refuse.
No, don't Google.
No, God only
No,
knows
no,
what
no,
images
no.
would come up.
I don't want to know.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. What book is this from? What book do I need to get away from?
It's from the book Smilla's Sense of Snow.
Smilla?
How do you spell Smilla?
So Smilla.
It sounds like a children's book. Like
I don't like the alliteration because it does sound like a children's book and it makes me very uncomfy.
Yeah. Ew.
Yeah.
This is.
Yeah, that was
No.
a bad one.
I'm not over it. Lexi, help us.
Okay.
Give us another one that's less horrifying but funny.
This one, this one I just found, and I thought it was interesting. It's called "Kissing England" by Sean Thomas. It is time now. Yes, she is so small and compact, and yet she has all the necessary features. Shall I compare thee to a Sony Walkman? Thou art more compact and more. She is his own Toshiba, his dinky little JVC, his sweet, and I don't know how to pronounce this word, and it's AIWA. And it just has that word over and over and over and over and over until the sentence ends.
AIWA?
Yeah.
What is that?
Awia?
Yeah, potentially. And that word is repeated about 7 times.
Oh my God.
Oh, okay, because I wondered if it was like an acronym, but not all in caps then. So
Yeah, my favorite part was, shall I compare thee to a Sony Walkman?
I love the throwback to Shakespeare. Like,
Mhm.
shall I compare thee to a summer's day?
And then she is his own Toshiba, his dinky little JVC.
It's so good.
I had a JVC TV growing up.
My
I had
God.
some Walkman.
I did too. Actually, do you remember the Crayola Walkmans? I had a Crayola Walkman, but it was like you could just, only the cassette tapes went in it, not the CDs.
I didn't know Crayola did that.
Yeah, I had one.
I thought they were
It
just
looked
purely
like a crayon
art
box.
supplies.
It was cool. I was hip.
You were hip.
Yeah.
I have many questions again, but I don't want any of them answered.
Slide by.
I think we should just slide the CD right out.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
We'll just go right to Melanie now. But I thought this one was hilarious.
I think it's so funny. It's not sexy at all.
It didn't make my top 4, but when I read the comparity to a Sony Walkman, I was like, yes.
I love that line.
Yeah.
That will be stuck in my head from now on.
That might be a good pickup line. Shall I compare thee to a Sony Walkman?
You can use that on your boyfriend.
Jesus Christ.
You have all the essential features.
Definitely try.
You are so compact.
Come here, my little Toshiba.
Jesus Christ.
My dinky little JVC. And then like I wonder what does dinky little JVC mean?
Like JVC is a brand.
Yeah, but why?
Yeah.
Because I think of like the dinky cars.
Like I think Dinky is Dinky.
And I assume I'm pronouncing it right. It's Dinky.
Yeah,
Dinky.
I had a stroke. Dinky, I think, is just like little.
Oh, but then he says little. So his little JVC.
But I mean, they're like, oh, a small little baby.
Oh, I
say it all
got
the
you.
time, right? It's just it's redundant, but it's said.
I understand.
Yeah,
Master.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm calling HR.
You are HR.
Yes, I have a problem with it. Okay.
Okay, top that one, bitch.
Okay. This is from Men Like Air by Tom Connolly.
I mean, who
Okay.
doesn't?
I mean, everyone likes air, but
Yes.
men specifically like air. Okay. Okay, the walkway to the terminal was all carpet, no oxygen. Dilly bundled Finn into the first restroom on offer, locked the cubicle door, and pulled out his leather belt. You're beautiful, she told him. Going down onto her haunches and unzipping him, he watched her passport rise gradually out of the back pocket of her jeans, in time with the rhythmic bobbing of her buttocks as she sucked him. He arched over her back and took hold of the passport before it landed on the pimpled floor. Despite the immediate circumstances, human nature obliged him to take a look at her passport photo. That's it.
That's it?
That's it.
But there's
What
a
the
lot
fuck?
happening.
There's a lot happening. Let me unpack this for you. The terminal is all carpet, no oxygen. Don't know what that means.
Everyone's dying by the sound of it.
Everyone's dead in this terminal.
Yeah, they're just
Except for these two
suffocating.
who need to go, she needs to give him a blowjob.
Yeah. And then so our two characters go off to the first restroom, lock the cubicle door, and she gives him a blowjob, and he's watching. Well, first of all, she goes down onto her haunches like an animal, right? She starts going down on him, and he's just watching her butt bounce, pretty much.
And her passport falls
And
out.
her passport is like slowly getting pushed out of her pocket. So he's like, I know what I'll do. I'll ID her in the middle of this.
Oh my god.
I'll check to make sure her passport is valid.
Yeah. So like he just pulls out her passport to look at her photo in it. But
That
I
is
guess he's like, oh, you have to renew your passport next April.
But could you
Yeah.
imagine if you opened it and it wasn't her picture? Like, what if it was someone else? But
Yeah.
also, what disturbed me the most about all of that was the pimple.
Pimpled
Yeah,
floor.
the pimple floor. What does that mean?
What a terrible way to describe a floor.
Yeah. Also, if you're trying to write a sexy sex scene of like, ooh, this is all going good, don't describe the floor as pimpled.
What does
Pimpled
that
does not
mean,
sound
though?
good.
Yeah, like, is it like polka dotted?
Yeah. Is there actual raised bumps like pimples? Like, what does
Yeah.
this mean?
I don't know, but it's also in a world where there's a terminal full of carpet and no oxygen.
What does that mean?
She's like, let me give you a blowjob so I can really suffocate.
The carpet's not doing enough.
Suffocation, no breathing.
But like, it says terminal, And the book is called Men Like Air, and there's a passport. So I'm assuming it's an airport,
That's a good assumption.
right?
Unless it's a bus terminal.
But why do they like air? Probably because no oxygen.
No, I mean, men like air. Just because they like air doesn't mean it's an airplane book.
Okay, I'm just saying passport air terminal, I think plane. You know?
Maybe it's a ferry terminal. You don't know.
It could be.
It's the Marine Atlantic ferry terminal.
But do you need a passport for it?
I mean, some people use that as their ID. Like, I know when I fly, I use my passport instead of my driver's license.
Yeah.
Some people do.
Mm-hmm.
Rachel's always ready to flee the country.
I am. Just in case my sleeper word gets activated and I gotta bounce.
But I just love the fact that he's like, I have so much time and nothing better to do during this blowjob than pull out her passport and look at it.
Also, he's okay. So, like, kind of on he's not really into it if he's like just looking and being like, this passport is just.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's definitely not enjoying himself.
No. Is she using all teeth or like what's going on?
I mean, she is on her haunches. She could be part animal.
That's true.
And I mean, her name is Dilly?
I thought you were saying dildo.
Dildo. You probably know.
Dilly, what a name.
Dilly and Finn.
How do you spell Dilly?
Dilly.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like Dilly Bar.
Like what?
What?
Like a Dilly Bar from Dairy Queen.
I've never heard of that.
I think you made that up.
No, they're the ice cream on the stick that's covered in chocolate. They're called Dilly Bars.
I didn't know this information.
I didn't either.
Well, now you were today years old when you learned what a Dilly Bar was.
And I mean, I've gone to Dairy Queen. I've never seen this before.
Look in the freezer section next time you go and look for a box and it will say Dilly Bars.
We gotta go to the freezers. Are we allowed there?
Yeah,
No, they have like, so you know how you go in Dairy Queen and they have like a section where you can buy like ice cream cakes and that stuff? That's where the Dilly Bars are.
I don't go inside.
I've recently bought a cake from there, but I did not see Dilly Bars.
I just drive through.
Did you look with your eyes?
No, I closed my eyes.
She used her ear holes.
I'm going to have to inquire the next time I go there. I'm going to go to the cash and be like, excuse me, sir.
Excuse me, I need a Dilly Bar right now.
And if he gives me a funny look, so help my God.
He's going to bring you into the back in the room with no oxygen.
No.
Jesus.
This is Rachel's sleeper word. We just found out. Dilly Bar.
No, they're actual things. Like,
definitely not.
They are.
I'm not convinced.
Okay, fine. Don't believe me.
I'm looking it up now.
All right.
Okay.
We're fact checking you.
Oh, those things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, like a circle thing.
Yeah.
It's like a polar bar.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like the
Okay, well, I'm glad we've settled that.
Yeah, we believe you now.
We believe
after
you.
Proof.
I apologize.
Thank you. I accept your apology.
I do not. I take it back.
It was refundable.
Sorry, apologies are non-refundable. You have to pay a 50%. I get to keep 50% if you try to take it back.
Damn.
Okay, you get a half apology.
Yeah.
And we round down.
Okay.
Okay, Rachel, take us to the next one. Take us on a journey.
So this one is from the book Winkler by Giles Corrin.
Lexi had that one too.
That was in my top 4.
I don't know if we have the same passage, but we'll see.
We definitely do. It was the next one I was going to read.
Okay, so I just saw it and I was like, oh my God, because the description of this is, you're not ready for this, Melanie.
Oh no.
All right. And he came hard in her mouth, and his dick jumped around and rattled on her teeth, and he blacked out, and she took his dick out of her mouth and lifted herself from his face and whipped the pillow away as he gasped and glugged at the air, and he came again so hard that his dick wrenched out of her hand, and a shot of it hit him straight in the eye and stung like nothing he'd ever had in there. And he yelled with the pain, but the yell could have been anything, and as she grabbed at his dick, which was leaping around like a shower dropped in an empty bath, she scratched his back deeply with the nails on both of hands, and he shot 3 more times in thick stripes on her chest, like Zorro.
Yep.
That was one sentence.
That was on my top 4.
That was one sentence, except for the like Zorro.
Like Zorro.
Yeah.
That was also, you just like the part about it's just like waving around in her mouth. All I can think is just like it's flopping around like a fish.
No, my brain went to wacky waving inflatable arm tube man, just like woo.
I had like fish out of water flapping around. Visuals, right? Just okay. Does it burn in your eye? I've never gotten anything in my eye like that.
I've never gotten it in my eye either, so I have no idea.
I wonder, because I'm like, are you just being dramatic?
No, I worked with someone once, and that happened to her, and she said it stung.
Oh,
yeah.
Interesting.
Okay. Lexi's got to find another one now.
Sorry.
I do have another one, but it wasn't as funny, so now I'm on the spot here. Okay, I'll go with, where is it?
Was that actually the next one you were going to read?
Yes. It was on every site that I had up here, and I was like, this has to be read. I'll go with this one. It's not as funny. You guys can blame Rachel.
I do all the time.
So this one's Rare Earth by Paul Mason. He began thrusting wildly in the general direction of her chrysanthemum, but missing. His paunchy frame shuddering with the effort of remaining rigid and upside down. Don't know what that means.
What does that mean?
But I don't know if they are upside down.
If he's upside down.
He's upside down. Is he describing her vagina as a chrysanthemum?
Well, I've heard it called a flower.
I have too.
Same.
But he missed. That's not good.
No, he missed multiple times by the sounds of it.
Yeah.
But he may be upside down, so that may have come into it.
His paunchy frame, that sounds weird too.
I don't like that.
No, I don't like that description. It makes it sound like he's a fucking gremlin or something.
Yeah.
I like just some of the word choice. Like if you're trying to make this like a sexy scene, like first of all, we're not trying to write Shakespeare here, so let's get rid of the 5 to 6 syllable words sometimes because it gets really ridiculous. And then paunchy? Like why do we have to have a thesaurus with us?
Yeah.
And it's just paunchy. Paunchy like pimple.
What does
like,
paunchy
why
mean?
does this have to be in here? Paunchy, I think it's like think Pillsbury Doughboy shaped.
That's what I thought, but I didn't want to assume.
But less sexy.
Mm.
Because I know Pillsbury Doughboy, you're just like, damn. But like, you know.
Some
Not
people are just like,
no.
damn,
Oh my God. I'm going home. Anyways, that was mine. Wasn't the one I wanted to read, but I had no choice.
Sorry.
Rachel stole your bit.
She did. Actually, she had more on hers than mine. Didn't start off like that. So,
yeah. Okay. I've got another one.
brace yourself.
Brace yourself.
Oh
this one is philosophical bullshit one.
Oh God.
Okay.
It's called the book's called Infrared, and it's by Nancy Huston.
Good author.
You don't know who that is.
I do.
No, you don't. You've got your lying face on. Okay. In a delirium of restrained desire, I weigh, stroke, and lick Kamal's balls, then take his penis in my hands, between my breasts, into my mouth. He sits up, reaches for me, and I allow him to explore me in turn. He runs his tongue and lips over my breasts, the back of my neck, my toes, my stomach, the countless treasures between my legs. Oh, the sheer ecstasy of lips and tongues on genitals, either simultaneously or in alteration. Never will I tire of that silvery fluidity, my sex swimming in joy like a fish in water, myself freed of both self and other, the quivering sensation, the carnal pink palpitation that detaches you from all color and all flesh, making you see only stars, constellations, Milky Ways, propelling you bodiless and soulless into undulating space where the undulating skies make your non-body undulate. And orgasm, the way a man's face is transformed by orgasm. Oh, it's not true, they all look alike. You have to be either miserable and broke or furiously blasé and sarcastic to say they all look alike. To me, every climax is unique.
I'm sorry, I forgot to listen.
Yeah. First of all, you get bored in the
I
middle
also
of it.
blacked out after like the third sentence.
Also, she used undulate 3 times in one sentence.
I was gonna say, take a shot every time she said undulating in that one sentence. Yeah. My God.
That was a bit much.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't know if she was going for word count. Like,
it's fine to be descriptive, but that's a little too much.
Yeah. Yeah. This last sentence in this one paragraph is, never will I tire of the silvery fluidity, my sex swimming in joy like a fish in water, myself freed of both self and other, the quivering sensation, the carnal pink palpitation that detaches you from all color and all flesh, making you see only stars, constellations, Milky Ways, propelling you bodiless and soulless into undulating space, where the undulating skies make your non-body undulate.
Say undulating one more time.
Undulating! I believe in a thing called undulate. Like, the space is undulating, the skies are undulating, your non-body is undulating. I get it. Undulation has happened.
We get it. Everybody's undulating. Don't need to rub it in for us who aren't. My God.
We get it. You lost your virginity. It's fine. Yeah. It's not that big of a deal. You don't need to write about it like it's the single greatest moment of enlightenment in like the entire cosmos. Mm-hmm. Also, I don't get how there's countless treasures between your legs. I've got one. I've got one. I don't know where the others are supposed to be. Mm-hmm. I don't know what she's counting. Maybe she's cross-eyed. Maybe when you're undulating so hard, everything looks like multiple. Mm-hmm. Don't get it. All I can say is 2012 was a bad year for sex scenes, apparently.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to say you're not ready for this one because I read it and I was like, oh my God.
Oh my God, if you read mine again.
So this is from a book called The Haunted Vagina.
I kind of want to read this.
By Carlton Mellick III.
Oh God.
Okay.
All right.
We're ready.
She's so wet that she can't hold on to the sides very well. They keep slipping out of her fingers. I crawl onto the bed in front of her and kiss her. She tongues my cheek sloppily.
Haunted vagina.
Oh, I can't.
Is that it?
Hang on. Hang on. That's not it. No, that's not it. There's more. Okay. I make a fin with my hand and slide that in first. Then my other hand and separate her opening as wide as I can. I look up at her. She doesn't say anything, just licks her trembling lips. I notice that I'm also trembling. My hand's shaking like the first time I had sex. If I get claustrophobic, I'm coming back out, I tell her. She pushes my face down into her crotch like she does when she wants oral sex. It's not done. I'm sorry.
Is he inside the vagina?
Is he jumping in? Like, what's
I
happening?
push my arms through up to the elbows. I can see them moving inside of her belly. Then I put the top of my head into the opening and push. Stacy cries out and begins masturbating again. I can feel her fingers against the back of my head. I don't know if it turned her on or if my scratchy hair is hurting her and she needs more lubricant. I push again.
He's inside her. And I thought the vagina was haunted. He climbed in.
Oh my god.
That broke Rachel.
That was a lot.
Lexi and I were acting it out.
God.
Separately. I should say that clear.
God.
I should have to call HR again.
Yeah.
So apparently this thing is called unbirthing.
Unbirthing?
Mm-hmm.
When you climb inside?
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't sound like it's in reality. Dear God, I hope not. I've lost the will to live.
Yeah, we weren't ready for that one.
I wasn't ready for
No.
that.
I'm gonna
That's
buy a chastity belt.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. I just was like, huh.
How does someone like come to write this though? Like I don't know, I don't get it.
Also, let's go back to the parts that I can fathom. Why is she so wet she can't grip the sides of the bed?
I think
What is the bed made of that it's so slippery
It's a water
she can't
bed.
hold on to?
The water bed.
I don't know.
It's slippery.
It's a bursted waterbed. They're
like-
drowning.
The bed is made of plastic?
I don't know.
Is she on a bed? I don't know if that was really
It said
said.
he climbed onto the bed with her.
Oh.
After, like,
No, he climbed in her.
yeah, but he got on the bed first. He had a takeoff strip first on the bed.
Then he said she was masturbating by rubbing the back of his head.
Because
Well,
he's
she
inside
started
her.
masturbating and then he wasn't sure if she was turned on or if she found his head too scratchy.
Yeah, he's
I don't
inside
know.
her at this point.
Yeah.
He climbed all the way inside her, James and the Giant Peach style.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I can't unsee that.
Yeah.
So he's in there and he's like, oh, she must be masturbating because I can feel her touching me and I'm in here. He's now the man baby inside her.
Yeah.
He unbirthed. Yeah.
That's kind of gross.
It kinda
Well, I mean,
understatement.
I don't want to be mean. Someone takes the time to write this.
Yeah. And I feel like the editor should have said,
No.
whoa.
Let's delete
No,
that
no,
whole
no.
section.
No,
Let's give that a
no.
rethought.
Oh, I don't want to. I'm looking at the other ones and. Because I read this, the next one I read, I'm going to have to read it because I need to subject you guys to this and I need to subject all of our listeners. But Lexi, you go ahead.
Okay. Well, this is the last one I have.
Okay.
So this was the 2009 winner
Mhm.
of those awards, and it's from The Kindly Ones by Jonathan, I assume you would say Littell. Is that how you would pronounce his last name? Not sure, though. I was burning to lay this body down on the bed and spread its legs. To bury him.
This body?
This body and its legs. To bury my nose in that moist vulva like a sow nuzzling for a nest of black truffles. Then to turn the body over on its stomach, spread its buttocks with both hands to contemplate the purplish rosette of the anus blinking gently like an eye. Put my nose to it and breathe in. So I'm going to end it there on that note. That's my last one.
Okay.
Oh.
Pack that one.
Calling her it. And
Yeah, that I found not even the most strange.
yeah, it started off weird and it got worse.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna say it. Barnyard animal descriptions, maybe not the best in a sex scene.
No.
No.
Black truffles.
They're a thing.
They're a type of mushroom. They're very expensive, and there's certain pigs that can like sniff them out.
Oh,
There we go.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm.
And they make like oil out of it, like truffle oil.
Truffle oil, truffle parm
Cooking,
fries,
but
like yeah.
that can be really like expensive.
Yeah, I found this one.
It's fancy people food.
This one was strange to say the
Mhm.
least. Like, why is he referring to the person as in it?
Yeah.
And the body.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if she's alive now.
Oh my gosh, I never even thought of it like that.
Oh.
Okay,
Oh no.
And then the whole ending sentence was, like a lot.
Did this man just confirm he's into necrophilia?
That's what I'm worried.
I'm scared.
You just read about a man climbing inside of a woman fully, and you're scared.
Yes.
You brought that up.
Listen, I could still be scared.
She was alive during that entire experience. This one at least might be dead.
This one, yeah.
That doesn't make it better.
I don't know. I'm just comparing.
Oh God, it's like comparing apples and oranges, Melanie. We can't do that.
Again with the fruit.
Blinking
You're gonna turn
gently.
people on.
Blinking gently like an eye.
Yes, her asshole was blinking gently like an
The
eye.
asshole winked at him. Yeah, okay.
That's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And then he breathed it in.
God damn it.
The purplish rosette.
I've heard it called a rosette.
I have
Yeah,
not.
I've heard it called that too.
I don't read the kind of books you guys read, apparently.
No, I haven't. It's not in a book I've read. I've just heard it. I don't know where I've heard it from, but I heard it somewhere. Anyways, Melanie, what you got?
I don't know how to follow that up. I'll try.
Yeah, that's it for me. I'm gone.
This one confused me, and I haven't Googled because there's a famous person's name used in it, and I'm like, is this fan fiction? But it's not. It's a book. But I haven't Googled to like, is this just like randomly has the same name as a famous person, or is this like a famous person insert in here? But anyway, so it's called Will. And it's by Christopher Rush.
Like W-I-L-L?
Like W-I-L-L.
Okay.
But do they mean like the will to live or like last will and testament or
you'll have to
or
hold
like
on and
will
find out.
a person? Like William?
Like will you shut up so I can read?
Excuse me.
I thought that was the perfect timing for it. Okay, I just like how this is written so fucking weirdly. Oh, glorious pubes! The ultimate triangle! Whose angles delve to hell but point to paradise. Let me sing the black banner, the blackbird's wing, the chink, the cleft, the keyhole in the door, the fig, the fanny, the cranny, the quim. I'd come close to it now, this sudden blush, this ancient avenue, the end of all odysseys and epic aim of life, pulling at my prick now, pulling like a lodestone. Anne Hathaway's cow-milking fingers, cradling my balls in her almond palm, now took pity on the poor anguished erection, and in the infinite agony of her desire, guided it to the quick of the wound. At the same time, I searched wildly with the fingers of my left hand, groping blind as a cyclops, found the pulpy furred wetness, parted the old lips of time, and slipped my middle finger into the sancta sanctorum. It welcomed me with soft sucking sounds, syllables older than language, solace lovelier than... Hold on, sorry. Solace lovelier than words.
I can't read.
Solace Lavalier.
I'm sorry, it was so like,
I was like, what?
it sounded like old-timey English for a second. I got into it. Hey, solace lovelier than words. She pulled my hand away. Fuck you. No, she pulled my hand away, positioned the prick, slid her buttocks deep into the grass, raised her thighs back high, crossed her legs behind my back, dug her heels into my spine, and hauled at me savagely and hard. I fell into her. I just really like how it starts with, oh, glorious pubes. I feel like it should be on stage in like Shakespearean garb.
Mm-hmm.
The ultimate triangle. And also Anne Hathaway has a feature.
With her milky fingers.
Her
or something?
cow milking fingers.
What the fuck does that even mean?
I don't know. You hate the word milking used in sex
I do.
scenes.
I think it's
but
just
Yeah.
like, she has cow milking fingers that cradle his balls.
like that, I guess.
Cradle? Cradle?
Melanie's demonstrating.
Yeah.
Please don't do that.
I was just doing like a little cupping motion of like, oh, little balls.
My God. So lovelier.
Oh God.
Just, I feel like "Oh Glorious Pubes" is gonna be stuck in my head for a long time.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that.
And it's also spelled O, as in just the letter.
Oh, not like O-H. Or...
Yeah, like old time English.
So who's
oh,
Will? Or what is the Will?
I don't know.
So we didn't find out.
But the way it's written, the fig, the fanny, the cranny, the quim, like what the fuck? It sounds,
Sounds like Dr. Seuss too.
Yeah, it does.
Old English meets Dr. Zeus, right?
I think my favorite part though was
Oh, glorious pubes.
no. Oh, lovelier.
Oops.
I was like, what?
Okay, I don't think I want to read this thing because the more I look at it, I'm like, no, this is just. I'll give you the synopsis of it. Basically, she shits out a turd and the guy eats it.
Oh, gross.
Ew, no.
Don't read that.
Yeah, so I'm not going to read that. But I did find one that is kind of on the whole medieval theme. Hang on, I gotta scroll down to find it because I had to scroll back up to give that one a. All right, it doesn't say what it's from. But here you go. Here it is. Yeah, it doesn't tell me the book it's from. It just talking about like Moorish swamp, fat pink mast, and those type of things. But it's like from the same section. 10,000 of your children perished in my palm, your grace, she thought, slipping a third finger into myrrh. Whilst you snored, I would lick your sons off my face and fingers one by one, all those pale, sticky princes. You claimed your rights, my lord, but in the darkness, I would eat your heirs.
Oh my fucking Christ. That is disgusting.
Was that written by the same guy that just said, oh, glorious pubes?
Maybe.
Oh my God. I think I would have rather you read the other one.
Okay, honestly, if we didn't know that was a sex scene and you just heard, I will eat your heirs, I expected to be a dragon talking to like a king, right?
I
will eat your heirs.
I will eat your heirs.
That wouldn't be disturbing.
No.
That wouldn't be as disturbing as what she just read.
That's all I've got. I think this podcast has made us dumb. This episode, it's I brain gone.
There's one in this this Reddit thread I found, there's one where it's talking about how a guy goes in so far that he pushes through her cervix, and I was like, excuse me?
Jesus Christ.
I did see one that was like sort of like that. Hold on, there was one here. Yeah, there's one here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me read this one. It's from The Day Before Happiness by Ari DeLuca.
Mm-hmm.
She pushed on my hips, an order that thrust me in. I entered her. Not only my prick, but the whole of me entered her. I went in with her thrust and stayed still. While I got used to the quiet and the pulsing of my blood in my ears and nose, she pushed me out a little, then in. She did it again and again, holding me with force and moving me to the rhythm of the surf. She wiggled beneath my, went in up to my groin and came out almost entirely. My body was her gear stick. I think that's the follow-up to Your Body's a Wonderland. Is my body was her gear stick.
Your body is a gear stick. Yeah, yeah.
My body was a gear stick. But also, she wiggles her breasts beneath his hands. It's not like it says that she's using her hands to do it. I think this guy who wrote this thinks women can wiggle their breasts like men can sometimes like wiggle their pecs. Right? Like that thing?
Yeah.
Like The Rock does all the time. I don't understand. I've never been able to do this.
I've not tried it.
Okay. I just want to read this last one because it's kind of funny. It's from a book called Gangster's Daughter 3.
Off to a great start.
Yeah. I think this is a good one to kind of end off on because it's not like super ridiculous, but it's just some of the things in it. All right. Damn, you're a bad bitch. What? She sat up on her elbow. I put the condom on. It was a Magnum and it still looked too small on my dick. Kadisha must have noticed it too. You sure that condom ain't gonna break? She asked. Nah, shoddy, I said in a husky voice as I eased between her thighs, spreading her legs wide. Go slow, she muttered, and placed her face in the crook of my neck. As I tried to ease the head in, she whimpered in pain. I tried to put one of her legs over on my shoulder. She resisted. I ain't ready for all the freestyle stuff. Let's just focus on getting it in first. I nodded my head. I didn't want to talk. I eased the head in and Kadisha flinched like she had been burned with a hot iron as she lassoed her legs around my back. Ouch, it hurts. Can't we use some type of lubricant? She whined with her face pressed tight against my neck as she breathed hard, quavering underneath me. Girl, as wet as your pussy is, we definitely don't need lubricant, I said while caressing her ass in preparation for deep strokes. But it hurts, she said, pouting in a sexy voice that turned me on even more. I pulled out, spit on my hand, and wiped it across my dick. Ugh, Kadisha wiggled.
That was a lot.
Nah, Shardy. Shardy.
Nah, shoddy.
Yeah, I don't know how that's supposed to be sexy.
It's
Just
not.
like, ew.
Just for the ooh.
Ew. Oh, I got one thing here that I want to. It's not even the whole scene. I just want you to hear this one line. So the book is I Am Charlotte Simmons by Tom Wolfe, and Lexi, you did show me this yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It starts with slither, slither, slither went the tongue. Slither, 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 slither went the tongue, but the hand, that was what she tried to concentrate on. The hand. Blah, blah, blah. Orton her neurological caverns. I can't say that word. Otor lingological. I don't know. It's about 25 letters long. But anyway, I just think slither, 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 slither went the tongue is just slither, slither went the tongue.
Very snake-like.
The next thing. I think it's fun, but not sexy.
No.
Oh, there's the next paragraph. He slithered, 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 and caress with the fingers.
Jesus.
Oh my god.
I don't understand it. But you know, I feel like we should all take slither, slither, slither went the tongue into our everyday lives. That's the fable.
No.
No, I refuse.
The moral of the story.
I'm refusing. Nope. Not doing that. Nope.
Okay.
Listeners, if you want to find us and hear more of our nonsense and shit, you can look us up on Instagram. We're Inconsistent Podcast 1. Facebook, we're Inconsistently Consistent. If you want to email us, we're inconsistentpodcast1@gmail.com. Make sure to like, rate, review on your podcast preferred platform. That made sense in my head, but it didn't make sense when I spat it out. If you want to follow me specifically, you can look me up on TikTok. I just posted a new one today. It's _RachelVR_.
If you want to follow me, you can find all my links on melanieflynnbooks.com. You can get a copy of The Toy Maker in ebook, print book, or audio format there too. And if you want to find Lexi, you can.
You can't. I'm retiring.
You
This
can.
is my last podcast.
Yeah, she said that last time too. Okay, she's turning into the woman who cried last podcast. Okay.
But yeah, don't find me.
Yes, she said last podcast 4 days ago, and here we are.
Mm-hmm.
It was the only way I could
And here we are again.
I'll find you another book.
Oh, God.
If you have any good book ideas or terrible sex scenes you want us to read and giggle at, send them to us. We'd love to hear from you, mostly.
Yeah, it's debatable, but yeah.
Okay, well, bye.
Bye.
Bye.